Alright, so in this video, I'm going to solve an interesting system of equations. So for my first equation, my system of equations, I have x squared minus y squared is equal to 24. So I'm going to label this as equation 1. And now for my second equation, I have x times y is equal to 35. So what I want to do is find the value of x plus y. So for my solution, as you can see here, we're first going to start with equation 1. And notice how I have x squared minus y squared is equal to 24. So both of these, this is a square minus another square. So what I'm going to be using is the property, let me write down this equation first, x squared minus y squared is equal to 24. I'm going to use the property a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b times a minus b. And this is an important algebraic property that you should memorize because it's used a lot. But by using this property, x squared minus y squared turns into x plus y times x minus y is equal to 24. Now, from here, I'm going to square both sides. So now I have x plus y squared times x minus y squared is equal to 24 squared. Now from here, I'm going to use another property for both of these. So for x plus y squared, I'm going to be using the property a plus b squared is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. And a lot of people actually think that a plus b squared is simply equal to a squared plus b squared. However, this is very wrong. A lot of people forget that 2ab, and they get a lot of equations wrong because of that. So this property is very useful. And I'm also going to be using the property a minus b squared is equal to, and by the way, this is for x minus y squared, and this is equal to a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So it's essentially the same thing besides this 2ab, it's negative instead of being positive for a plus b squared. So now from here, by using these two properties on x plus y squared times x minus y squared is equal to 24 squared, I get x squared plus 2xy plus y squared times x squared minus 2xy plus y squared is equal to 24 squared. And now I'm going to bring in my second equation, x times y is equal to 35. And what I'm going to do is put it in over here where x times y is. So I'm going to substitute it in for x times y. So now I have x squared plus 2 times 35 plus y squared times x squared minus 2 times 35 plus y squared is equal to 24 squared. Now, I get x squared plus y squared plus 70 times x squared plus y squared minus 70 is equal to 24 squared. Now from here, I'm going to reverse the property we used earlier. So remember, a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b times a minus b. Well, I'm going to reverse this. So I'm going to use the property a plus b times a minus b is equal to a squared minus b squared. So this is going to turn into x squared plus y squared squared minus 70 squared. In this case, a here is x squared plus y squared, and then b is 70. And this is all equal to 24 squared. Now, if I add 70 squared on both sides, I get x squared plus y squared squared is equal to 24 squared plus 70 squared. And then now I'm actually going to find the exact value of 24 squared plus 70 squared. So 24 squared is 576, and 70 squared is 4900. So I get x squared plus y squared squared is equal to 5,476. Now we want to get rid of this square here, so I'm going to take the square root on both sides. So now I have x squared plus y squared is equal to positive or negative 76. Sorry, positive or negative 74. Now from here, I'm going to use the property a plus b squared is equal to a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. So we know that x plus y squared, using this property, is equal to x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. Meaning that because we know that x squared plus y squared is equal to positive or negative 74, and we also know that x times y is equal to 35, we can actually find the exact value of this. So I have x plus y squared is equal to x squared plus y squared is 74, positive or negative 74, plus 2 times x times y, which is 2 times 35, which is equal to positive negative 74 plus 70. So x plus y squared is equal to positive negative 74 plus 70, meaning it's equal to either 144 or it's equal to negative 4. So if x plus y squared is equal to 144, that means that x plus y is equal to 12. And if x plus y squared is equal to negative 4, that means that's not a solution because it's a negative number. So 12 is our answer.